When I uttered the words to you that Urban Meyer should have been fired, it's not because of this. I think that a suspension that ensured it would include at least 2 Big Ten games was more than enough. He's not the one who committed domestic violence. That was Zach Smith. And I think a lot of times we are so fixated on making sure somebody pays that we actually let the true perpetrator off the hook. No one is more egregious in this particular instance than Zach Smith, the assistant coach. He is the one that put his hands on his pregnant wife before, then ultimately his wife, and then after they had separated. He did that. Urban Meyer, as inexcusable as it may be, it's entirely plausible that somebody who had a mentor who he believes is responsible for sparking his illustrious career owed it to the granddaddy to try and look out for his grandson. We might not like it. We might not approve of it. But damn it, we know that happens. It just does. Trevor Mattis came on First Take today and essentially alluded to as much. So has Paul Feinbaum. Where collectively we all march lockstep in unison with one another is looking at that press conference last night. That was when my position transitioned from Urban Meyer being suspended to Urban Meyer needing to go. Paul Feinbaum said he looked like a damn hostage up there. That's what he said. That's what he was talking about. Urban Meyer sat up there last night like he was the victim. Like Courtney Smith, the victim, the woman who was abused by her husband, verbally, physically, or otherwise, whatever way you want to term it. She says physical. Urban Meyer acted like he was her. Like he was the one that was being victimized. That he was the one that was being tortured. No remorse. No contrition. He never even mentioned her name. And when asked specifically about her, he said, I'm just sorry that we're all here. This is what it was. He was asked what his message to Courtney Smith is, the victim. Listen to what Urban Meyer said.
What message do you have for Courtney Smith?
Well, I have a message for everyone involved in this. I'm sorry that we're in this situation. And I'm just sorry we're in this situation.
What about Shelley's text messages? Why were you not concerned from her messages about this situation?
I was not aware of Shelley's text messages at the time.
All right, stop right there. And see, that's another thing. Because not only did he show no remorse, not only did he show no contrition, he flat out lied. Ladies and gentlemen, you ladies out there, oh, you gonna call up to this show today. You gonna call up to, 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. Y'all gonna call up here today because I want one woman. I challenge one woman in this country to call up here to tell me you're married to a man for 29 years. His wife, the wife of a subordinate, tells you she's being physically abused, and you didn't tell your husband. What wife is that? Now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, to put myself on the full disclosure, I haven't been married. Obviously, I've had intimate relations, but I have not been married. Let me be very, very clear. You are with a woman for 29 years. There is no way on earth she did not tell you what's going on. There's no way she kept that from you. Don't tell me that. That's insulting my intelligence. The wife of Urban Meyer, the head football coach of The Ohio State University, a 3-time national champion, in the discussion yearly as to whether or not he's the best coach in all of college football, him or Nick Saban, who signs a contract extension, who's getting paid $7.6 million annually in total cash compensation, who's a 3-time national champion, who, by the way, has a history of troubles because 31 arrests occurred under his watch at Florida. That guy You said nothing to him about one of his subordinates, the wife of one of his subordinates, claiming she was being physically abused. You said nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that's a lie. That's just a flat-out lie. I'd stake my career on that. And I don't know Urban Meyer's wife from a can of paint. If she was standing right in front of me, I wouldn't know who she is. There is no woman alive that would keep such information from her husband of 29 years. Damn it, I don't think there's a woman alive who would do that to a husband she'd been married to for 29 days. How about 29 hours? Let alone 29 minutes. That's just a damn lie. Urban Meyer could have went up to the press conference yesterday and said, hey, I messed up big time. I mishandled this stuff. As Trevor Maddich said, I apologize to Courtney Smith, and I apologize to women everywhere who suffer from such a heinous act. I didn't add substance to these kind of situations. I diluted it for my own selfish gain. And for that, I'm sincerely sorry and I apologize. Urban Meyer chose to take a different route, and yet a very predictable one. And I'll close this segment by asking a very, very simple question. Y'all still okay with 18, 19, 20, 25-year-olds being held more accountable than grown men who are supposed to be leaders of those young men?